The third element we want is the mermaid. Now this is artwork by, let me just find her, go open. Artwork by Corey A. Ford. She does the most amazing mermaids, amongst other things. She also does pretty fantastic unicorns. As you can see, I'm probably not going to be able to use the color picker in this one. Firstly, I might try though. So File, Save As. And then what we're going to do is save it as isolate 2. Make sure we're in the right folder. Go save. I am going to try the color picker method, but I don't think it's going to work very well here. So let's just add an alpha channel. You can do this two ways. You can do it the way I did it over here, or you can go into layer. You can go to transparency. You can add your alpha channel there. Now what we're going to do is see how many of these bits of blue are in the mermaid and how many aren't, because this is still the quickest way to isolate anything that I've seen. So far so good. You can tell if the pixel you've chosen is in the mermaid because you'll get some of these little scatters happening. There are a lot of shades of blue in here. Alright, now if you notice we've got some of those shades around the edge of the fin, so we are going to have to be a bit careful. Alright, if I do that, I'm going to take out her eyes, so let's not do that. You see the sparkles here? Alright, I've got nothing there that I don't want to lose, that's okay. Alright, now if you look at this one, you can see I'm going to take out her feathers if I choose that pixel, so let's not do that. And again, let's not do that one. So what we're at now is we're at a point where we can't select any more color without actually damaging the artwork that we want to keep. I am very tempted to take this one out, even though I've got a couple of specks in her fins here. So I will do that. So when this happens, I'm just going to go to select none. There we go. When this happens, the other option open to you is you can select a patch of the picture. Just make sure you don't select a patch of your mermaid. Actually, you can select a patch of the picture, and if you're careful where you erase, you should be fine. So you go to your erase tool. At the moment, it's going to look like a spaceship because that's what we have selected on the clipboard. We're actually just going to grab this one, and I'm just going to erase everything. Oh, and we are going to change its size. So go over to here. Size, make it bigger, and now I have quite a big dot to work with. You don't want to do this when you're doing fine work. So we'll just go again. I'm going to use my magnifying glass, and we're going to bring the picture zooming in. All right. And I'm going to go back to my erase tool. I'm going to shrink my brush because if you have a look at the circumference of that circle, it's way too big. So what we're going to do is grab that size. We're going to bring that right down to there. We have a much, where's my circle? Oh, okay, yep. I'm just going to grab my select a space tool. All right. Make sure I've got this highlighted. Make sure I've got my erase tool highlighted. Yep. I'm going to bring my size up a bit because I can't see it at all. All right, that's the size I've got. I want about half that size because I'm going to be working close to edges. All right, and as you can see, we can just very carefully work our way down. Now, the trick with these is that one continuous stroke holding the left mouse button will count as one whole area. So if you make a mistake here and need to erase it, you're going to erase all that whole line, which you may not wish to do. So I'm just Going to lift my finger off the left mouse button as we go. So that I can see where I want. Now what I'm using is quite a very fine eraser for these fine areas, and that is okay, but I am going to actually thicken it out so that I can get through this section a lot more quickly. So hopefully what you've got from this is that you can isolate an image in a number of ways. So I want you to take a quick look at just the detail that Corey Ford puts into all of her art. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to drop a link to her artwork as well, so that if you really like her work, you can go and purchase it from Dreamstime. That's all for today. Thanks for hanging with me, and I will catch you tomorrow when we'll continue this isolation.